across the world. Where will we end up, land or sea? Follow the map, running, where will we go? Around the world, going east we hope. Courage and pain, drifting along. It's the case in gaining time. Where will we end up? Land or sea? Well, that's a map running. Wherever we go. Here we go. Around the world. Going east we hope. Parachute plane. Drifting along. Drifting along. CKSM gaming time. And now it's time for CKSM gaming trip. Along. CKSM gaming time.
Good afternoon everyone, welcome to another stream back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and back again in the Sting S4 ready for another drift. I haven't done a drifting stream for a little while, so I thought why not do one today, and we're going to start from one of my favourite drifting spots. That's RAF Valley in North Wales. Back there, those of you that were following my infamous drifting around the world streams knew that I got stuck in Valley in North Wales for a good couple of weeks or so, or maybe more, and couldn't go anywhere else. So I thought, as a tribute, we could start from RAF Valley again today. So that is where I'm coming from. So we're going to go into the flight sim. Just need to change a few little bits and pieces and then we'll be ready to go. Right. Anyway, as you can see, I've got my Volanta map up running, and we can see whereabouts we are at the moment. So I just need to put that away. So we are here in RAF Valley, which is in North Wales. So I'm just zooming out a little bit. So here we are, we've got Holyhead here, we've got Isle of Man up here, we've got Republic of Ireland, Dublin over there, we've got Liverpool, Manchester, for example. So we're here in Valley. I don't know what the winds are like today up at a high level, so we'll have to see how that turns out. I've got no idea where we'll end up today. So yeah, anyway, let's go over to the actual simulator itself and See what's going on there. So here we are in the simulator now. I'm in walk around mode, and you can see that we finally got place names added at last, which is good. Here's my plane over here, just sitting here on the runway here at RAF Valley. Those of you that might not have seen my drifting streams before, what I do is, this plane is quite cool because it has its own built-in parachute. So what I normally do is we'll go in the plane, activate the parachute, and then we'll use the magic of slew, which is a feature that you get in Microsoft Flight Simulator and P3D. It allows me to take the plane up to 45,000 feet, and then I'll release it into the winds, and then we'll drift in the winds until we land somewhere, and then obviously that's part of the fun. I've got Jeff with me again today from Say Intentions. He's the tour guide, and so during the flight he sometimes might come out and tell me about any places that are situated nearby, points of interest or whatever, as we drift along. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the plane briefly. So as always, what I will do is I will turn off the engine power, and then like so. So let's turn that off. I just wanted to have the battery running just so that the screens don't die out straight away. We can take the chocks off as well, and then what I'll do is I'll press this magic button here, and that will release the parachute into the wind. There we go, there goes the parachute. There goes the parachute. The parachute will fall to the floor, and then I'll use the slew command to take the plane up to about 45,000 feet, and then we'll let it go, and then we'll see where it goes in the wind. So anyway, up we go. As always, I'll turn the plane towards the west, as I like to do, and then we'll take the plane up to 45,000 feet, and then we'll let it go, and then we'll just see which direction the wind will take it. I've also got Volanta running, as you've just seen, just so that it tells me, you know, so we can keep a track on how many miles. Please, if you want to, also in chat, guess how many miles you think that I might be doing today. I think we'll be doing 102 miles today, so that's what I'm going to be putting in here. Right, so anyway, we're at 45,000 feet or so. So I'm going to release the plane into the wind, and then we'll see where we go. There we are. Right, let's get into the plane itself. Right, so at the moment we're doing 50 knots, and we're heading in a, looks like we're heading in a north-easterly direction at the moment, which is quite nice. So we're heading northeast, doing 56 knots. So what I'll do now is we'll go down to ground level, and then I'll use the drone cam to just got to remember what buttons it is to speed up the plane. I think it might have been F5 and F6, I think. Here we go. So now we're going to head downwards, and then we'll be using the drone cam at quite a low level to zoom over the places. So as I can see, we're already going in a northeasterly direction, like so. There we are, and then we'll see what happens. So there goes Valley. We don't seem to be falling at a very quick rate of descent either at the minute, so that's quite good. So there's Holyhead over there. I hope everyone is well today. So yeah, we seem to be heading in a northeasterly direction, which is quite good fun. There's Anglesey over there. So it's good that we've got the place names back anyway. because in 2024, ever since release, you could look at air bases and airfields. Airfields and helipads namings, but the actual markers for towns and cities weren't showing up properly. But now they're showing up a lot better now, so we can actually see what towns and that we're heading towards. It won't show everywhere, so for example this place here, it's not showing up the marker for, but it's better than what it was. So I think it's just bigger towns it probably puts the names for. So I can't tell you, for example, where we're about to flying over now, which is a shame, but we have some place names anyway. We've got Anglesey over there. We've got Clan Huimed. I don't know how you pronounce that. Probably completely messed that up. Hey Egbert, how you doing?
At our 10 o'clock position, about 24 kilometres away, you can see the stunning Caernarfon Bay. This picturesque bay is not just a feast for the eyes, it's steeped in history. The town of Caernarfon, located at the edge of the bay, is famous for its impressive castle, built by Edward the Ferns in the late 13th century as part of his campaign to conquer Wales. The castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is known for its striking polygonal towers and massive walls. It played a crucial role in the history of Wales and is often associated with the investiture of the Prince of Wales. The bay itself is a popular spot for sailing and water sports, attracting enthusiasts from all over. So as we fly over, take a moment to appreciate the blend of natural beauty and historical significance that Caernarfon Bay offers.
And there we are. Jeff is off. I was wondering when Jeff was going to speak, and here he goes. Good old Jeff. If you want to ask Jeff any questions in chat, please feel free, although any rude questions I will not be asking him, for obvious reasons. Don't forget also, those of you that are in the that have just popped in, that if you want to, you can put down how many miles you'll think that we'll be doing today. At the moment we're heading at around 50 knots, and we're heading in a sort of northeasterly direction currently. Let's see if we see any crazy things in the ground. We are descending quite slowly, because I've just had to move my drone cam up a little bit because we were starting to head towards the ground there, but yeah. Looks like we're heading towards the sea. The North Wales coastline, just about to go over a lake. How are you, Egbert? Are you well? you, lass. I've got no idea how you pronounce it. Amit? Oh dear. Back to the usual. The wind turbines spinning around like they're going to fly off into the sky. You're doing okay, thanks. That's good to know. So anyway, it looks like we're leaving Valley at a good rate of knots today. We're at 44,400 feet. 100 feet, sorry. And we're travelling at 55 knots, so that's quite nicely. And we're heading in a northeasterly direction as well. Just wait for the sceneries to load up again. As I change camera positions and it has to reload everything again. Ooh, needs to reload them trees in. They're a little bit Minecrafty, aren't they? Interesting little community there, lots of parked up cars. Little windy country road there. Should be going over the railway line soon, the North Wales Coastal Railway, as we then head out out to sea, heading towards I don't know where we end up heading towards. Maybe towards Liverpool, Blackpool. I'm not sure. Actually, one thing I'm going to do while I'm here briefly is just going to put the real-time shipping on. There we go. And then we'll get some crazy ship names as well that pop up. This takes you back, does it? Yeah, this time though it's okay because we don't have to worry about where the nearest of something is. Although it'd be interesting to see when I get to the end where the nearest airfield is still. No rules, not here. It's just for a little bit of fun. Right, come on, start loading the houses in, that's it. This is what happens when you change the view. At least it did put the drone cam a long way away from me this time. Right, we should be going over the North Wales Coastal Railway line in a minute.
At our 9 o'clock position, about 43 kilometres away, you'll find the beautiful Colwyn Bay. This stunning coastal area is known for its sandy beaches and scenic promenade. Colwyn Bay was developed as a resort town in the Victorian era, attracting visitors with its fresh sea air and picturesque views. The town is home to the Welsh Mountain Zoo, which is the only zoo in Wales and was established in 1963, providing a habitat for various endangered species. Additionally, the bay is a popular spot for water sports and leisure activities, making it a favourite destination for families and adventure seekers alike. So as we fly over, take a moment to appreciate the natural beauty and recreational opportunities that Colwyn Bay has to offer.
Trying to find where the railway line is. Did we actually fly over it? Maybe I missed it. Maybe we missed it and I didn't notice it. Oh no, of course we won't have the North Wales Coastal Scilly CK because we started from Holyhead. The line goes that direction, doesn't it? So, silly me, don't worry about it. I'm being stupid. Hey, Katie. We're just heading out over the sea now. Valley is now 13 miles away. Of course, it won't be see the railway line, will we? Because the North Wales coastal line is going to be right over there. Because of course it goes from Holyhead south for a while. Silly CK. Well, anyway, out to sea we go. Out to sea. Don't forget to write down how many miles you think that I'll be doing today. I've already wrote down that we were going to do 102 miles. So please write down what you think. Egbert says 88. Katie will probably do 69. 122? Wow, what's wrong with you? I bet it's only because I mentioned 69. Double score. Oh yes, it's very tennis, isn't it? Right, out over the sea we go. Hopefully we'll see a bit of land at some point. Let's have a look at Volanta, and Volanta can tell me where which way we're going at the moment. So currently we're heading in this direction, sort of northeast. So we're heading towards the Lake District again. At the moment we're kind of heading this way, very similar to the balloon flight we did, didn't we? We ended up over the Lake District. So yeah, that's where we're going anyway, this sort of direction. We'll have to see what happens as we descend down. We'll have to see.
At our 10 o'clock position, about 39 kilometres away, you'll see the Premier Amusements in Colwyn Bay. While it may be a fun spot for families, let me tell you about the stunning Colwyn Bay itself. This coastal area is known for its sandy beaches and scenic promenade. Colwyn Bay was developed as a resort town in the Victorian era, attracting visitors with its fresh sea air and picturesque views. The town is home to the Welsh Mountain Zoo, which is the only zoo in Wales and was established in 1963, providing a habitat for various endangered species. Additionally, the bay is a popular spot for water sports and leisure activities, making it a favourite destination for families and adventure seekers alike. So as we fly over, take a moment to appreciate the natural beauty and recreational opportunities that Colwyn Bay has to offer.
So there you go. So if you missed Colwyn Bay the first time, well, he's just told you about it again. And Katie has got a hub. Jeff, can you tell us anything about internet hubs?
I'm here to provide information about landmarks and points of interest, but I can't provide details about internet hubs.
Well, there we go. What can you tell us about Egbert?
I'm sorry, but I don't have any information on Egbert.
What can you tell us about CK?
I'm here to provide information about landmarks and points of interest, but I can't provide details about CK.
Good. Because I like to stay private, you know, Jeff, and I'm not going to tell everybody my secrets. Da, da, da. Look at those mean looking clouds. A hub time machine. Is it better though? Is it working, Katie? That is the main thing. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very Thames TV today, isn't it? Well, almost. It's almost very Thames TV. It's a bit too cloudy for Thames TV, I think. Those of you who know will know. I wonder what those places are over there. Now the big question is, will we make it to land? Or do you think we'll land in the sea? That is the question. And do you think we'll get far enough from Valley so we don't have to go back there again? Not that we have to anyway, but just in case. So that's the North Wales coastline over there. And then I've got a feeling that maybe over there it's either Ireland or... Wow, still trying to get away from Valley after all this time. Hey, Sap. Yeah, I just thought I'd go back there today just for a laugh. I did a stream earlier and I just said, well, maybe I should do a let's go from Valley stream again, just to see what will happen. Just as a one-off special, you know. So that's what I'm doing. So I've just started off and we're heading out in a northeasterly direction, and then we'll just see where we end up. We're kind of heading towards the Lake District currently, sort of kind of north of Blackpool. We'll come over the coast if we keep going in this direction, that is. So I've just got the drone cam down quite low to the water as we go along. Just going to change the height a little bit. So it could be a little while before we make land again. That's if we actually do make land. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought I'd cool you all down as well, you know, like if you could see some water it might make you feel cooler.
At our 12 o'clock position, about 28 kilometres away, you'll see the Great Orme. This impressive limestone headland juts out into the Irish Sea and is a prominent feature of the landscape near Llandudno. The Great Orme is not only a natural wonder but also a site of significant historical importance. It has been inhabited since the Bronze Age, and evidence of ancient copper mining has been found here, dating back over 4,000 years. The area is also home to a variety of wildlife, including the rare Kashmiri goats that roam freely. The Great Orme is a popular destination for tourists and hikers, offering stunning panoramic views of the surrounding coastline and mountains. So as we fly over, take a moment to appreciate this remarkable natural landmark.
The Great Orme. I can tell that that we're descending. We're not descending really quickly, but I'm having to keep adjusting the drone cam every now and again because we keep heading towards the water. So I have to sometimes just move the drone cam up again. So as I said, the North Wales coastline is right over there, and then we're kind of, and over there I'm not sure where that is, maybe Liverpool, whatever's over there, and then maybe that's Blackpool, that marker over there perhaps. I have to see when we get nearer. Yeah, we're descending at around 250 feet per minute at the moment, and my ground speed is 53 knots, so we're not doing too bad. I'll bring the Volanta map up again so you can see. Hang on a second, I need to just bring that up a little bit. Right, I'll bring up the Volanta map again. So my course has changed a little bit since we did this a few minutes ago. So now you can see that we started to turn a little bit more to the east now, so now we're going to sort of be coming over, sort of over here I guess at the minute, if we just carry on going. So we'll see what happens. There's Blackpool here, Southport. Originally when we last looked we were going up more this direction towards Windermere, but we've sort of turned a little bit more to the east now as we've been descending down, so Be interesting to see where we're going to come over the coast. Will we actually make it to land? That's the next thing. Watch out for cockle pickers if you put down in Morecambe Bay. We'll have to keep an eye out, yeah. We'll have to see what happens. The water world stream this is. Could be going over water for a while now. But if we turn more to the east, then maybe we might go over land a little bit quicker, but we'll see. I've got a feeling, as I said, that those markers over there might be Blackpool, for example. That one that's in the middle of the screen, you can just see in the distance. I've got a feeling that might be Blackpool, might not be though. But
At our 12 o'clock position, about 28 kilometres away, you'll see the Great Orme. This impressive limestone headland juts out into the Irish Sea and is a prominent feature of the landscape near Llandudno. The Great Orme is not only a natural wonder, but also a site of significant historical importance.
it's the only thing about Jeff, he likes to repeat himself now and again. So he's like a record, I'll just have to turn him off. He hasn't got a very good memory, Jeff. He seems to forget if he's mentioned something already. And I suppose it wouldn't matter if we were travelling quite fast. But I guess because we're not going mega fast, and obviously the chances of him repeating himself are more likely to happen. Whereas if you're in a jet airliner doing 400 miles an hour, then obviously probably doesn't repeat himself as much as he would otherwise. If you want to ask Jeff anything, by the way, while I'm travelling along, please feel free, but obviously don't ask anything rude, because I won't be asking him any rude questions. On the bright side, it doesn't go on about Toby. Yes, Toby Carvery. Maybe I should have asked Master about the Toby Carvery, and probably would have gone into a story about knives or something. Or a Toby jug. I mean, the only other thing is, though, is of course someone might come into the stream who might not have heard him talk about the Great Orme. So perhaps, you know, it's sometimes good to have him repeat things, but obviously it can be a bit annoying if he says it over and over again when I mean, it's all well and good learning about the Great Orme, but when he says it for like 10 times in a row, then you start to think, maybe he'll talk about Blackpool soon, or Liverpool, or somewhere else. We're moving quite quick now, I think. What's my ground speed now, according to Volanta? Oh, we're still doing 53 knots, so it's probably just the way the camera's zoomed out a little bit makes it look faster than what it is. You know, like when you zoom out a bit in Train Simulator, suddenly everything looks like you're whizzing along. You know, so if I put it like this, for example. Oh, look how fast we're going, look! And then suddenly I can make everything look like we're going super slow. Going very slow now. Bum bum ba bum. I mean, there was a few directions we could have gone today, but we just happened to go a direction which takes us out over the water, whereas we could have gone east or southeast or south, and we might have had a bit more land to enjoy. We did have some land at the beginning of the stream to fly over, but hopefully we'll get some more land soon to have a look at. Especially if it's ended up being at the Lake District end. So that'll be some quite nice little land to look at as we're going, but it
At our
depends
1 o'clock position, about 31 kilometres away, you'll see the Great Orme. This impressive limestone headland juts out into the Irish Sea and is a prominent feature of the landscape near Llandudno.
Stop! I'm not keep going on about the Great Orme. Terrible. This was like the last stream. Do you remember when we did? And then she kept talking about the same thing over and over. Someone's probably going to come in a minute and say, oh, I don't know anything about the Great Orme. I wish there was a way that I could actually turn him off from actually doing these auto announcement things, because it was something they added in at some point, because I'd rather have it where I could decide whether I want him to I mean, it's nice if you're doing a flight. I mean, it's great if you're doing an airliner flight and you add him on when you're doing a flight somewhere, you know. But when you're going quite slow, and we are going quite slow, then the chances of him repeating the same stuff over, you know, obviously multiplies. But in the past, it used to be like I'd have to ask him where the nearest place was. I might ask him actually. Jeff, where's the nearest town to us right now?
The nearest town to us right now is Rhyl, which is located about 8 miles to the east.
Rhyl. So there we go. So we're about 8 miles from Rhyl apparently. Well, that's according to Jeff. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway. How far away are we from Blackpool?
We are approximately 45 kilometres away from Blackpool.
45 kilometres from Blackpool. Can you tell me anything about Toby?
I'm sorry, but I don't have any information about Toby.
Is there anything that you can tell me about Kazakhstan?
I'm sorry, but I can only provide information about landmarks and points of interest in our vicinity.
Oh, in our vicinity. Oh, here we go. So you can't talk about Kazakhstan now because it's too far away. That's a shame, isn't it, everybody? I was really looking forward to it, for him telling us about Kazakhstan. What are you eating for your tea tonight, Jeff?
I'm not quite sure what I'm having for tea tonight, but I might go for something classic like fish and chips, a staple here in the UK.
Oh, fish and chips. What's your favourite fish and chips? Do you like cod? Do you like haddock? What's your favourite?
I have to say, I'm a big fan of cod. It's flaky, tender, and pairs perfectly with crispy chips. Haddock is great too, but there's just something about a classic codfish and chips that hits the spot for me.
Ah. What drink do you like with your fish and chips?
I like to enjoy a nice cold pint of lager with my fish and chips. It's the perfect refreshing complement to the crispy batter and fluffy chips.
Oh, he likes to have a lager. Oh. What lager do you like, Jeff?
I enjoy a refreshing pint of lager, particularly a classic like Carlsberg or Stella Artois.
Oh, he likes Stella Artois. Oh. You have to be dandelion or burdock. What can you tell me about dandelion and burdock?
Dandelion and burdock is a traditional British soft drink made from the roots of the dandelion plant and the bark of the burdock plant, often flavoured with herbs and spices. It has a unique, slightly sweet and earthy flavour and has been enjoyed since the 13th century, originally used for its medicinal properties. Today it's a nostalgic favourite for many, often associated with childhood memories of enjoying it at fairs and markets.
Ooh. Is there any other food that you like, Jeff?
I also enjoy a good curry. There's something about the spices and flavours that really hits the spot.
Oh, he likes the curry. Oh. What's your favourite curry, Jeff? Let's just hope it's one that Sap likes too.
I really enjoy a good chicken tikka masala. It's flavourful and has just the right amount of spice for me.
Oh, he likes a chicken tikka masala. That and the cream soda. Oh, cream soda. I haven't had one of them for ages. Cream soda. I always used to remember the ice cream van here. You never used to have proper Coke. You always used to have Panda Cola. Does anyone else remember Panda Cola? You always used to get it from like the spa, didn't you, or places like that. Wuss. Tikka masala is a pudding, not a curry. Well, there you go. He's a wuss. He's a wuss. Irascible Sap says you're a wuss because you don't have a proper curry.
I'm not sure what a rascal SAP is, but I can assure you that I have a proper appreciation for curry. It's all about the spices and flavours, and I think a good chicken tikka masala can hold its own against any dish.
Oh dear, Sap. You tell him. Oh dear. A rascal Sap. Yeah, that's probably, well. He's called Irascible Sap, not Rascal Sap.
Thanks for the clarification. I appreciate it.
Ooh. Anyway. What's your last name, Jeff?
I'm just Jeff, your friendly tour guide.
He's just Jeff, yeah. Bit like OnlyFans, I suppose. Like there's just Jeff. There's just trains and just planes and just Jeff Rowe. Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey, yes. Is your name Jeffrey or just Jeff?
My name is just Jeff.
Oh, just Jeff. What's your favourite computer game, Jeff?
I'm sorry, but I can't provide information about computer games.
Boring. Terrible. Can't provide any information about computer games. Well, I suppose he is a tour guide, isn't he? He wouldn't know much about computer games. Right, let's have a quick look at the Valanta map again. Oh, looks like we're going to be heading towards Blackpool now. Well, just north of Blackpool, I think. We'll probably go over towards... Is that Fleetwood, isn't it? Maybe. Possibly. We're at 37,000 feet now, doing 55 knots. And we're descending at about 180 feet per minute. You better put the kettle on. Yeah, you might be asking me in a minute on flight radar. Oh, who's this flying by? You'll need a big net. Yeah, probably. Well, Katie's got a new hub now, so maybe her net is big enough. Is there any other curries that you like, Jeff?
I also enjoy a good lamb curry, especially when it's cooked with plenty of spices and served with naan bread.
Oh. What's the best thing about Blackpool?
The best thing about Blackpool is its iconic pleasure beach, which is one of the UK's most famous amusement parks, featuring thrilling rides and attractions that have been entertaining visitors since it opened in 1896.
Oh, the Pleasure Beach. You see, you got the wrong answer. You should have said Katie. What's the best thing about Blackpool? Well, that's Katie, of course. Sap. Maybe we should ask him about football teams. I don't know which one to ask him. What do you think about Middlesbrough Football Club?
I'm not able to provide opinions on football clubs, but Middlesbrough FC has a rich history and is known for its passionate fan base.
No, you can't get into a debate about football. Well, that's about right, isn't it? Never mind. We used to call it the sexy beach. Yeah, but I think it's because in Sweden they don't really have anything like the pleasure beach there. I mean, I suppose the nearest that they've got to an amusement park on the is Gröna Lund in Stockholm, which is basically on an island surrounded by water. But yeah. We're asking why Hartlepool has the Monkey Hangers nickname. Jeff, why does Hartlepool Football Club have the Monkey Hangers nickname? That's if don't even know if that's you winding me up.
The nickname Monkey Hangers for Hartlepool Football Club originates from a local legend during the Napoleonic Wars. According to the story, a shipwrecked French sailor washed ashore, and the locals, unfamiliar with foreign sailors, mistook him for a monkey. They reportedly hanged him, leading to the humorous nickname for the club's supporters. This tale has become a part of the club's identity and is often referenced with a sense of local pride.
Is this true? Is that true, Sap? Is that really what it was? Because you just never know what half the things they say is true or not. Hello, Noxie. How are you? We're over the water at the moment. Obviously, as you can see, we're heading towards northeastern England. We took off from Valley in North Wales, and we're just heading across the sea, and we'll be making the land soon. Well, hopefully we'll be making some land soon. Whether or not we will or not, I don't know. But at the moment, we seem to be heading towards the you can start to see some things in the distance there. Anyway, an interesting story about the Monkey Hangers. I didn't even know Hartlepool was called the Monkey Hangers, but there we are. Learned something new today. Well, I'm just going to have to climb up a little bit. The scent rate must have picked up a bit. Except the ship crewman was a boy, and they used these boys as powder monkeys from the cannons, hence the monkey part of the legend. Anyway, they thought he was a spy, so hung him. That's interesting. So he got bits of it wrong then, obviously. Jeff was summarising, didn't do a terrible job. Yeah. Well, he did a better job than me because I didn't even know what it was. And how is Noxie today? Right, let's have a look to see what height we are currently. We're at 35,000 feet. We're doing 49 knots now, and we're still heading towards just north of Blackpool. Let's just go up a little bit. Oh, there you go. There's Blackpool Tower in the distance there. And then there's some of the piers, so we're just going alongside them at the moment as we fly closer. So I guess we're going to sort of be heading in this direction. Can you see you waving? Don't know. I can only zoom in so much. I can only zoom in so much. It won't let me zoom in anymore. So that'll be Blackpool Airport.
At our 10 o'clock position, about 24 kilometres away, you'll see the Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This amusement park has been a staple of British seaside entertainment since it opened in 1896. It's home to some of the UK's most thrilling rides, including the famous Big One, which was the tallest and steepest roller coaster in the world when it opened in 1994. The park attracts millions of visitors each year, offering a mix of classic attractions and modern thrill rides. Interestingly, the Pleasure Beach is also known for its unique blend of traditional and contemporary amusements, making it a favourite destination for families and thrill seekers alike.
That's interesting. I didn't realise that it was nearly 30 years since that roller coaster went up. Time does fly, doesn't it? Fly from Devon to Cornwall. No. No, I'm not. Not today. How are you, Artful Jamie? Join the weather. Cool. Yeah, make the most of it while you can. So anyway, we're just heading along. We're sort of heading towards the Lake District at the minute, just kind of in front of us. And then we've got Blackpool, which is just to my over there. So we're kind of just going along by. Do I have to hold up more than one? So rude. So rude. What do you reckon? A minute timeout for that? No, I shouldn't be too mean, you see. I mean, you know. What's my descent rate now? 200 feet per minute. 47 knots ground speed now. So we're still going quite fast-ish. I mean, it's not mega fast, but certainly not whizzing along at 100, 200 miles per hour or anything like that. But I think if I was doing the valley thing today, I think I would have been quite happy with the result, because right now we would have been near to Blackpool Airport now, which is 11 miles away. So yeah, that would have been good. I do remember one flight from Valley though. We were kind of heading in this direction, and then the wind changed, and then we went back, and then we ended up being closer to Valley again, which was annoying. Some of you might remember that one. And that was when I realised that it wasn't ever going to let me it wasn't ever going to let me leave, and then it did one day. But yeah.
At our 10 o'clock position, about 18 kilometres away, you'll see the famous Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This amusement park has been a staple of British seaside entertainment since it opened in 1896.
You don't want to know about the Blackpool Pleasure Beach again. RAF Rick Ashley. Never gonna give you up. It was like that though, wasn't it? For ages. It just seemed like it wasn't gonna give me up. But anyway. What's that one over there? I don't know what that one is over there, because it's not close enough for me to actually, you know, for it to show up. Right, 10 miles over there to Blackpool Airport. Nine. Isn't that Blackpool Football Club over there? I don't know what that building is though. Oh, that's probably the pier, isn't it, sticking out? They're probably the piers. Oh, what's that over there? Is that... What's that there? Don't know what that is. Hmm. Oh, that's Brook Farm Airfield. 13 miles. I have to keep changing the height because we seem to be heading towards a marker over there, or in between two markers. It'd be interesting to see where they end up being. Nine miles now from Blackpool Airport. Over there. So we still haven't got to the closest point yet. .87. I think we must be getting quite close to the point where it'll start increasing again soon.
At our 11 o'clock position, about 13 kilometres away, you'll see the famous Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This amusement park has been a staple of British seaside entertainment since it opened in 1896.
No, sorry, we're not going to keep talking about the Pleasure Beach. Jeff hasn't got very big memory, is he? Keeps forgetting what he said already. Terrible. What is my altitude? Right now we are at 32,000 feet. Noxie. 32,000 feet and travelling at 45 knots. And you can kind of get an idea of my rate of descent because my drone cam, you can sort of see where it keeps heading towards the water, but that's because it's linked to my plane, so when my plane is descending then the drone cam descends with it, so I have to keep adjusting it. I think at the moment it says that we're descending at around 220 feet per minute at the moment, so that gives you an idea. Although, as always, what happens with these flights, as we get lower, the ground speed drops off and then the rate of descent will increase as well. So even though it looks quite nice at the moment, in about half an hour to an hour from now, we could be almost at the on the ground again. There's another farm airfield over there. Is that Tam Farm airfield? Now, starting to see a bit more of Blackpool now coming as we're getting nearer to the coast now. I think that might be, there's Fleetwood there, so we're just going to brush past near to Fleetwood. Over there. St Michael's. I didn't know Marks and Spencer's had their own airfield. Thornton Cleveley's. does, Katie. I think he wants to go to the pleasure beach, doesn't he? Is it me, or is my ground speed just really falling off now? Yeah, it has fallen off a bit. We're doing 40 knots now. I think we're slightly turned to the east, so I think we might skirt near to Fleetwood now. But yeah, the ground speed's really dropping off now. Maybe it's going to go back to Valley. Like a boomerang.
At our 12 o'clock position, about 12 kilometres away, you'll see the Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
No.
This amusement park has been
Oh, stop it. I don't want to know about the Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But if anyone else wants to know about Blackpool Pleasure Beach, let me know. But yeah, it looks like we're slowing down quite a bit now. He's really stuck on it. Yeah, well, the trouble is we're not really going fast enough to get away from it, you see, Noxie. As I said earlier, if we were travelling in an airliner, then he wouldn't keep repeating it because he would be far away from it. But it's just that because we're quite close to it, he wants to go on the big one. Which is the name of one of the roller coasters at the Pleasure Beach. For those of you that don't know. So it looks like we're going to be skirting Fleetwood, more or less. Did you know, Noxie, that if you go to the McDonald's in Fleetwood, you can ask for a Fleetwood Mac? You can't really, but I just thought it was a good father-dad joke. I'd like a Fleetwood Mac, please. Maybe a shop that sells coats. I'd like a... Don't tell Jeff. Jeff, do you like McDonald's?
I'm not really a fan of fast food, but I know it's popular with many people for its convenience.
No, he's not popular. He doesn't like fast food. Well, I can see why he doesn't like fast food, because we're not exactly going thing. What do people in Blackpool call people that live in Fleetwood?
People in Blackpool often refer to those from Fleetwood as Fleetwood folk or simply Fleetwooders. It's a bit of a friendly rivalry between the two towns.
Oh, he doesn't want to say codheads, Katie. Maybe he's being nice. Maybe that's the not so nice way of saying. Do people in Blackpool call people in Fleetwood codheads?
Yes, people in Blackpool do sometimes refer to those from Fleetwood as codheads in a light-hearted manner, reflecting the area's fishing heritage.
Oh, there. Anyway, land ahoy, everybody. We've actually got some land ahead. There we are. There's a nice big golf course there for Egbert. There we are. Egbert can do some golfing there. He's even got a nice little water feature there that he can practice getting his ball into. Have a dip in the water. Bum 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 bum. I'm drifting around, move out of my way. Hey Rob, we're just flying over near Fleetwood at the minute. We left Valley, North Wales, just for a bit of a laugh, because I hadn't flown there for a while, so I thought let's do a flight from Valley. And now we're just about going past Fleetwood. There's Blackpool in the distance as well. We've even got some we've got some cows in Fleetwood as well, in a field. Who knew? That's they're running right. One of them's gone into the car park there by the beach. Oh no, he's just been deleted. We have escaped the valley. Yeah. Yep. I think we would have done today if we were doing this today. Anyway, we're sort of heading towards the Lake District. That's near where the tram stop is over there, isn't it? Where that monument is. I recognise it. Let's have a look now. We are at... let's put Volanta map back on, actually. Haven't looked at Volanta for a little bit. Perhaps Jeff's going to tell us about the pleasure beach in a minute. Right, anyway, we've just gone past Fleetwood. And we seem to be heading in this sort of direction, so we're going to be... There's Settle, for example. So I don't know how far into the Lake District we'll get. You had a burger there back in March. Okay, we're going to go over near to Lancaster as well, and Morecambe. We're 29,900 feet. Our ground speed slowed down to 38 knots now. Still descending at about 220 feet per minute. Is that the nuclear power station over there? It is, isn't it? We got a boat here called the Anne Mary. Fishing boat. The Anne Mary B. And we have the RNLI lifeboat over there. So as we're getting lower now, it's starting to load in the boat stuff, because unfortunately it doesn't go by the distance of where my drone cam is. It goes from the distance of where my plane is, and as we're getting lower, it's now decided to draw some of the boats in now, because I'm guessing it goes, well, your player is too far away. There's no point me rendering boats if you won't be able to see them because they're so far away. But now it's like getting a bit nearer. It's going, well, I can start to render the boats in now. Put some of the boats in, even though my drone cam is close to the sea. But there's a naval
At
academy.
our 2 o'clock position, about 17 kilometres away, you'll see the stunning Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This amusement
No.
park has been delighting visitors since it opened in...
No, No, I don't want to know any more about the pleasure beach. Go away. Talk about something else. It says that it says we're near Sunderland, but I'm guessing that's a different Sunderland. Because am I on time for the Blackpool Pleasure Beach? Oh, Carder. Well, don't know. Anyway, there's Jenny Bez over there. It's a sailing boat. He's obsessed. He is. He's obsessed. How are you, Carder? We're just about to head over towards the West Coast Main Line over Shap. That's if we get there, that is. How are you, Carder? I suppose, I mean, where I am at the moment, it says it's 26. Whether or not it's actually 26 is another matter, though, because I mean, it's supposed to be warmish, but I don't know. I haven't really been out much to know. It's probably been warm in the garden because it becomes a little bit of a heat trap. So probably out there it was probably quite warm. I think it just depends on whereabouts in the UK you are. Some places will be in the 30s. Because I'm by the sea, it can sometimes be a bit cooler. 41C in your room, well, that's hot. Yeah, that's not nice. That's what you get with 4090s. Wow. I don't know what it would be if you had a 5090, because they're supposed to even consume even more power, aren't they? Computer's turned off. Wow, can you imagine what it would be like if it was on? You'd be able to generate fusion electricity, sap. Nuclear fusion. Sap will turn his computer on and then suddenly there'd be like a mini star in his bedroom or in his house. He'd be like, great. Now I can power the world from my room. You have a sauna. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting near a place called Sunderland, which isn't obviously the place on the northeast coast, but there we are. Sounds awful. Well, it does when you don't have air conditioning, Noxie. Like we mostly don't here. But hey ho, it's only a few days a year. You're gonna stay quiet, but it's only 21 here. Well, that's nice though. It's nice and pleasant, Katie. "20. I always thought you were older than that, Noxie. Why did I think you were older than 20? Katie's always 21. So, that's nothing new. Oh dear. You sat in the bathroom, just sitting, not lol, coolest room in the house. Probably is, isn't it, really? To lay in the bathtub. Immerse yourself in cold water. Over there is Cark Airfield. With a spinning wind turbine-y thingy. Noxie is forever 21.
our 2 o'clock position, about 22 kilometres away, we can see the famous Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This amusement park has been a staple of British seaside entertainment since it opened in 1896, making it one of the oldest amusement parks in the UK. It's home to a variety of thrilling rides, including the iconic Big One, which was the tallest and steepest roller coaster in the world when it opened in 1994. The park attracts millions of visitors each year, offering a mix of classic attractions and modern thrill rides. Interestingly, the Pleasure Beach is also known for its unique blend of traditional and contemporary amusements, making it a favourite destination for families and thrill seekers alike.
There you go. The only reason I left it running was in case anybody joined in the stream and they hadn't heard it yet. You never want to see the Blackpool Pleasure Beach, really? Oh. There's a little boy over there. You could live in there, couldn't you? It's a little door. You could stream from there, do a live stream from the balcony there. Well, we got Lancaster about 5 miles away. Those of you that have West Coast Main Line over Shap will know all about Lancaster. Is this where Tarka the otter gets his holiday flights? Where's that sap? Tarka the otter. It's interesting that place is called Sunderland though. There's Morecambe, 5 miles over there. Tark Air... Oh, Tark, okay. Yeah, I probably forgot about the Tark the Otter reference. That's probably why I didn't get it. There's a Tarn Farm airfield over there, so I probably misread it as Tark. There's a place over there called Chipping, which is something that Egbert likes to do, a bit of chipping. And I think Sap likes to do a bit of chipping as well, don't you, Sap? When you're playing golf, a bit of chipping. You prefer pitch? How busy is the Chipping Fire Depot? No idea. So even if they have their own fire station, it's probably just a small place. So they probably won't even have their... Probably all the fire engines will have to come from the nearest big town like Preston or somewhere like that. Right, we're at 27,400 feet now. We're still quite a way away. Might gain some height once you're over land, all those nice thermals off the hot ground. Yeah, in theory, Sap, I agree, but whether or not the sim replicates it like that, I don't know. We'll see. Trouble is that the aircraft I'm using isn't fully 2024 compatible. It's still sort of like a plane that was made for 2020 that I'm just using in here, so...
At our 3 o'clock position, about 27 kilometres away, you'll see the Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
No!
This amusement park
Go
has
away.
been called...
Stop it. Right, I'm going to turn him off for a while. Maybe wait until we've gone a little bit further away, then maybe you can talk about something else. But we'll see what happens anyway. Sometimes I've done flights and you gain a little bit of height and lose it, but I have to see. He's eager, wants to kiss me quick. Hatch. Jeff is on timeout. He is a little bit. Right, I'll be right back. Right, back. Sorry about that. Interesting to see how close this is getting to. This could actually work for Train Simulator. Well, I think if they license the there's a railway line down there. If they license the game engine and the world or whatever out to other people to use, then you could, in theory, you know, just as long as you could edit the scenery and get rid of some of those trees that are dotted around by the railway line and add custom stations and put in custom signals, you could probably use this for a lot of things, you know, not just train sims. You could use it for a driving game as well, you know, because then you could just you know, because down close the road textures aren't too bad. You could probably use the road textures almost as a, and then it would just be a case of putting in, well, probably doing a better job with the bridges, and then doing things like maybe just laying a custom road texture over the road so the photographic roads don't show through, and then putting in things like traffic lights and stuff. You could probably do a lot with it. There's Lancaster over there. You know, like the roads are cool, you know, for the motorways, but you can still see where the photo cars are still on the textures. So they'd have to get rid of those. So there's Lancaster, Morecambe. wireless pylons. Although you can get add-ons where you can add wires to pylons if you want to have pylons with wires, but to be honest, for me... Oh, someone's having a race. He's on the grass. I think the plane is getting affected by a wind though, because I can see the drone cam is wobbling around a little bit. It's really hard to notice it, but I can sort of see it going side to side and that, so. Our rate of descent has definitely slowed down as well, because we're not heading to the ground as much now. I remember one time I did a balloon flight and we ended up in the Lake District near Kendal somewhere. I think we crashed into the side of a hill, didn't we? I remember. Or I tried to put it down near the side of a hill. I'm trying to think where we started from. Wasn't it from Ireland? There's a farm there. Obviously they've just put like a little bungalow there. Just going past Brookhouse, Caton, Crossgill. We're heading towards a place called Hornby. I doubt if the railways came from there though. A river valley full of midges, yeah. There's Egbert House. Egbert Manor. Let's go up a little bit. Wind turbines. Let's have a look at our height now. So 25,000 feet now. 37 knots ground speed, dropping down at about 166 feet per minute. We're about to go over near Mason Gill, Burton on Lonsdale, Scan End, Kirkby Lonsdale. That's where we're sort of heading to at the minute. What's that up there? Oh, it's kind of a quarry or something. Lonsdale, yeah, exactly. Get some new sports gear. Some more cows just wandering around. You alright there, cows? Strip mine. He doesn't know which way he's going. Very attractive countryside from this view, yeah. Yeah, it is a nice part of the country. Obviously a lot of the buildings aren't very good representations of what the actual buildings are, but there we are. Kirkby Lonsdale, 4.94 miles. Looks like something terrible happened to the road there. There's a railway line there, look. And a station we've just gone over. There's the footbridge to the station. Nothing goes in that direction. Oh, we just flew over near Hornby. The Hornby Railway. I think Hornby is just, let's see. Yeah, Hornby was quite close by. I think this was Way, W-R-A-Y, that we flew over, and then I think Hornby was just over there somewhere. So we weren't exactly over the top of Hornby, but we're close to it. Anyway, looks like we're heading towards a very hilly area. Done quite well today so far, really. starting from Valley in North Wales. RAF Valley, that is. Okay, let's have a look now. We're at 22,000 feet, still dropping at about 200 feet per minute. Is that sheep there? A few more sheep over there. I like that rock formation over there. Obviously, the closer you get, the more detail it'll draw in, unless you've got high LOD settings on your in your game already, like 400, then it'll show up even better for me over here anyway. But my level of distance setting's only on 100, so. Oh, we're heading towards the Ribblehead Viaduct, which is 4.7 miles away. That's cool. So we'll probably see the Ribblehead Viaduct as we go by. Those of you who have the Settle to Carlisle route for train sim would have gone over the Ribblehead Viaduct. You can see it in the distance there. So I don't know how close we'll get to it, but we should get quite close to it, but not directly over the top, but close enough. Maybe we'll get to about a mile from it, or just under a mile. We're now at still at 21,000 feet. a little pathway along the hillside up here. Jeff, what can you tell me about the Ribblehead Viaduct?
The Ribblehead Viaduct, also known as the Ribblehead Viaduct, is a remarkable structure located in the Yorkshire Dales National Park. Completed in 1874, it was built as part of the Settle Carlisle Railway and features 24 arches standing at a height of 32 metres, 105 feet. This engineering marvel was designed by the renowned civil engineer Sir John Fowler, and it took over 1,000 men to construct, often working in harsh conditions. The viaduct is not only an important piece of railway history, but also a popular spot for photographers and hikers, offering stunning views of the surrounding landscape.
We should see a bit more of the railway in a minute once we come over this this bit here. Doesn't it go into a tunnel around here somewhere as well? Oh, there's the railway line there. Then it's going along. Can't remember if the railway line goes into a tunnel or not at some point. No, I think it goes into a cut-in, doesn't it, I think? Anyway. I can't remember exactly. Bleemore Tunnel. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought there was a tunnel around here, sap. Yeah, we're going to go over the tunnel entrance, I think. Let's see if we can see it from here. The railway goes down there. Yeah, I think that's where the tunnel entrance is there, isn't it, I think? Yeah, that's where the tunnel entrance is, just there. That's where the tunnel is. The entrance to it. Hmm. And where it comes out, I'm not sure. Somewhere. Somewhere. That must be. Is that where the tunnel is? Do you think? Do you think they're the things they have in the tunnel for when the for the like shaft ventilation shafts? Do you think that's to do with it there? See it going in here, so maybe it's taking that path maybe. And that could be part of the tunnel as well maybe. Those like chimney things. They're probably not as big as that. But I'm wondering if that's where the ventilation shafts are for the tunnel. Maybe. Sounds legit. I mean, the chimneys probably aren't like that size, but seems logical. Yeah. Maybe that line there is where the... don't know. Oh, this is where the tunnel comes out here, I think. Hang on. There. There's the tunnel entrance. Just there, you see? So it comes out here. And yeah, if you look where that little sort of faint line is, it sort of follows the path. So it comes in the tunnel, does like a left turn, and then goes along.
At our 2 o'clock position, about 31 kilometres away, you'll see the stunning Lake District National Park. This area was designated as a national park in 1951 and is known for its breathtaking landscapes, including mountains, forests and lakes. It's home to England's highest peak, Scafell Pike, which stands at 978 metres, 309 feet, and attracts hikers from all over the country. The park is also famous for its beautiful lakes, such as Windermere, which is the largest lake in England. The Lake District has inspired numerous writers and artists, including William Wordsworth and Beatrix Potter, who found their muse in its picturesque scenery. It's a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts, offering activities like hiking, boating and cycling, making it a true gem of the English countryside.
I think that's a railway station just over there in the distance, possibly. Although you can't really see it as such from here, but I think there'd be a lot of derailments on here. Imagine the train having to negotiate that. There's obviously another viaduct there, but obviously it's not replicated in the sim. I thought we were going to go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, yeah. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for him to go, oh yes, and in the distance is Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So that railway station is Dent, okay. So that's Dent over there. Let's go up a little bit. No, it won't be that far away. Would be funny though if we did a whole flight, a transatlantic flight, and then every half an hour it said, oh, and Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we're like, flying over Newfoundland. And then as we fly over near Boston, and Blackpool Pleasure Beach was whatever. They'll probably keep talking about the Lake District now. In which case I'll have to turn him off again. Right, anyway, what height are we now? We're at 19,950 feet. We're descending at 330 feet per minute now, so our rate of descent has increased a little bit. And we're still doing about 37 knots. This kind of low-key annoys me too, seeing how little of our ancient woodland is left after we've stripped the land like locusts. Thanks for the follow. I think that's Vex BB. Sorry if I've got your name wrong there. Thanks for following. Can you add me on Discord? I'm watching first time. I'd love to come watch again. Well, the easiest thing to do is just to hit the follow button like you've just done, and then whenever I stream, you'll be able to follow. Unfortunately, I don't have a Discord, so there isn't any Discord that you can that I can add you to. So, Vexer, do you like flight sims? Been playing flight sims much? What sort of games do you like to play? Anyway, we'll carry on with our little journey. Bum, 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 bum. What are we doing now? 19,300. Rate of descent's dropped off a little bit. No Discord, and I so wanted to be an admin. Oh, did you? Oh. Oh. Anyway, we'll keep going. This has been quite another long flight, really, this one, hasn't it? It's been 2.5 hours, so... Do you think they know Toby? I don't know. No idea.
At our 10 o'clock position, about 6 kilometres away, you'll see Bainbridge Ings Caravan and Campsite, which is nestled within the beautiful Bainbridge Ings Country Park. This area is known for its stunning natural scenery, making it a popular spot for campers and outdoor enthusiasts. The park features a variety of walking trails that allow visitors to explore the picturesque landscapes of the Yorkshire Dales, which is characterised by rolling hills, lush greenery and charming stone walls. The site is also a great place for bird watching, as it attracts a diverse range of wildlife. Interestingly, the Yorkshire Dales National Park, which encompasses this area, was designated as a national park in 1954, and it has since become a haven for those looking to escape into nature and enjoy activities like hiking, cycling and photography.
He was so excited he was stuttering as he was talking. Well, I can't wait to tell everybody about the caravan park, which is somewhere. Jeff never breaks things down into sentences, it's just one big one. Quite a number of World War II training crashes around this area. Alright. There's the road to nowhere. You get here and you're like, where's the road? Well, it looks like we could be one of the next crashes on here. 20 minutes. No idea, Noxie. Oh. Right, let's have a look at Volanta again. Haven't looked at it for a little while. Oh, have I got an internet problem at the moment? OBS is saying my internet connection's not very good. Did I drop some frames then, everybody? It's a bit better now. Hang on, I've got to take Volanta map off. Sorry. I've shown you Volanta map, wasn't I? Sorry. Anyway, we're just heading this way. And we're going over somewhere called Freight, Gunnerside. You can see our course has changed a little bit. We're heading up towards Barnard Castle. And
At our 12 o'clock position, about 8 kilometres away, we can see Bainbridge Ings Caravan and Campsite, which is nestled within the beautiful Bainbridge Ings Country Park. This area...
yeah, we're heading towards Barnard Castle at the moment, and then we're heading up towards Durham. Yeah, we're heading towards Durham, as you can see. So there's Barnard Castle, and then there's Durham up here. Then Sunderland. So we went from one Sunderland to another. Next stop, Norway. Don't know. Anyway, let's go back to the gamulator. Egbert's back. It's been stuttering for you all along. Yeah, well, according to OBS, I mean, it's not been super stuttering, but it was just at that point. But sometimes I've noticed when I bring up Volanta, it does sometimes mess about with the connection a bit. I don't know why, but whatever. All our estimates were way out. I suppose, yeah. Although you said the one, I think, which was the furthest, so it'd be funny if you ended up near me. Yeah, at the moment we're heading towards Barnard Castle, and then after that it's going to be Durham. So we're sort of heading in that direction, and then towards Sunderland, beyond. I think that's at the minute. When I looked at the map about a few minutes back, that seemed to be the way we were heading anyway. Might pass over your old score at Rushiford. We'll have to see. Anyway, Barnard Castle's going to be the next sort of town near where we go past, and then near to Bishop Auckland, and then Durham, and then Sunderland. But we'll see. Wind might change as we. That's even if we get that low, of course. Manage to just move that out of the way. If you take the Cauldron Road. Yeah. We might not even get as far as that though, because we're at 30 grand. We're still not descending very fast though. Since we started going over the hills, like what Sap said, we haven't exactly been descending at a high rate as we were before, but because we're going quite slow, it might take us a while to get anywhere. Okay, Sap. Anyway, I'll put the Volanta map back up again. Let's let me have a quicker look. You talking to Sap there, Katie? Right, so anyway, where are we? So we're here. So we're heading towards Barnard Castle, Winston. So we're going to be going over there. Ravensworth. And then we're going to be going sort of this direction. Near to Peterlee. So it's kind of around there, I think. We're going to be quite close to Darlington though. Especially if the wind changes a little bit. Windlestone Hall made the news a few years ago due to Durham County Council selling it to a con man for 200k that he never paid. Oh dear, that's a shame. I think, I don't know. I mean, we are going quite slow now. So even though the map shows roughly where we're going, whether we actually get there or not is a different matter. I forgot to say what height we were at. 16,000 feet now. Dropping at about 200 feet per minute, so. I'm going to be muting the mic in a few because I'm going to be having something to eat in the background, so I don't really want you guys to have to listen to me eating. So I will have to mute the mic for a few minutes while I'm eating something, but you can enjoy the view. There's also a fallout shelter there in what I know as the... How do you pronounce that, Sat? Beddy wing or bed wing? Bead wing? Not very good when it comes to pronunciations of places, as you already know. Bede. Oh, after Saint Bede. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this flight's not been a bad one really. Interesting markings on the ground there. Oh, you had 4 residential wings. You were in Hadrian. So they had to have a wall to keep you in, did they? They had to. That was where was that all the naughty kids went. They had a wall, so they couldn't. They had to like a security wall. Stevenson, Bede, and Lindisfarne. Oh, cool. It's interesting. Lindisfarne, nice. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, was it? Okay. You may have sneaked in there. Dear. And that was me thinking Sap was like a nun, like a saint, innocent, angelic. This is making me think of zips, seeing this ground down here. It's like loads of zips everywhere. To play checkers. Checkers plays pop. Oh no, that was Cheggers, wasn't it? Not checkers. Checkers plays pop. Anyway, looks like we're getting away from the hilly area, and we're getting to a, well, still hilly, but not as hilly. So we make our way towards the east coast. Will we make it to the east coast? That's another thing, but I think that the sea is still quite a way away yet, so I don't know if we will make it there. We have turned slightly to the north again, so we're kind of heading more towards Barnard's Castle again. So I think that's Barnard's Castle directly ahead. There we go, Barnard Castle. There, 5 miles. So we have turned a little bit. Staff got wise in the end though. Spoiled our fun, alarmed the doors to the dorms. That's a shame. Oh, sap, sap, sap. And then what did they do? Did they chop all the trees down? so so everyone could see for miles around what you were doing. Perhaps that's why the barn is quite a handy place in your scenarios, perhaps. That's a good place to drive down, isn't it? You go down there and then you go in there and it's like a dead end. Listed building and land weren't allowed to raise it down. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing then, isn't it? That's a good thing. That's something that they couldn't do something about then. Right everyone, I'm going to have to mute my mic for a few while I eat. So I'll just leave it on this view here for a bit. So at least you sort of see where we're heading. And I'll talk to you when I get back. Just keep typing in chat though, still can read. So we've turned a little bit more to the north now, and we're now heading up towards Crook, Concert, sort of heading up towards Newcastle way now. So we'll see. We're only at 11,500 feet, so we'll probably be on the ground soon anyway, so at least you all had a good discussion about curries while I was away. But yeah, an interesting flight nonetheless. At least we saw some nice landmarks along the way. Mr. Birani used to make in the restaurant, because when the tandoori guy makes chicken tikka, he cuts off the charred corners and throws them away usually. You love those bits, so you used to put them onto your chicken biryani. Cool. The only trouble now sometimes as you go along, you see all these crazy apartment blocks, and you know they're not really apartment blocks there, but the sim will put them in as apartment blocks. Put in some very strange shaped housing as well. But hey ho. Let's see if we can see our there's us up there with the parachute. So you always know when you're getting near, when you start to see that up there near to the end. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the drifting stream. Where we started in North Wales and ended up on the east coast of the UK. It's a shame we couldn't have carried on going in that direction. Fishburn airfield. Crook is 4 miles over there. 9,600 feet. Dropping down at about 350 feet a minute now. So probably about another 15 minutes, I suppose. We might make it towards Crook, I'm not sure. There's Bishop Auckland. 4.95 miles away. I think I might start heading up to my plane now. So we'll get a plane eye view. Quite a nice view from up here. So that's Crook down there. Crook, yeah. It says on the map, Crook. And then we're just going over the top of a place called Hamsterley. And then there's Whitton-le-Ware and Walsingham. Proper dive. Oh. Well, hopefully we won't be diving into there, though. I think we might be just avoiding it. I think that's Newcastle over there, isn't it? Yeah, that must be Newcastle over there. That must be the... is that the Tyne going through the middle? I guess so. Could be wrong. Or is that and I think Durham is over there, I think. Is Durham over there somewhere? Yeah, there's Durham. You can just see the cathedral. So there's Durham over there. And that means that that must be over there somewhere then, I'm guessing. That's the River Rare, is it? Oh, okay. It's just that there's a lot of landmarks over there as well, so I thought maybe it was Newcastle in the distance. But you know the area better than me. Oh, the Tyne and Wear, yes, of course. Got you. That's the Sunderland. All right, cool. Oh yeah, maybe maybe it's the them bridges then over there somewhere. You know you know when you play Tees Valley Line. Wearmouth. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. There's also a river over there as well. It comes out, and there's something over there, but the cloud was covering it up. And then over there. Where's my plane gone? I've lost my plane. My plane's gone. Oh dear. No, I've done it. No, I've lost my plane. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Oh, there it is. I remember, I went down now. The crooks in Crook stole it, yeah. No, it's because I descended to go down below the cloud. Of course, I left the plane where it was. Yeah. I've taught her well, sap. Currock Hill. There's a place near Durham called Pity Me. High Flats Farm Airstrip. So where's this we're flying over? Let's have a look what it says on Valanta. We're flying over near... Does it say? Law, it's called. Law and Inkerman. That's what it says. So basically all the laws are from here. And yes, that deserves another tumbleweed, I suppose. Maybe we'll hit one of those Tau law. Okay. Tau law. Tau. So you get your car towed here then. I've got to get my car towed away at Tau law. Maybe it'd be like a pinball machine. Maybe my plane will land in them propellers and then it'll fly upwards again. Like a paddle. Like one of those paddles on the pinball machine, you see. Maybe we'll go flying up in the air again for another 3 hours. Inkerman is interesting. It's named for the Crimean War. Possibly, I don't really know. I wonder if Jeff knows. Jeff, we're flying over a place called Inkerman. Or Inkerman. Can you tell me anything about it? Cheers, Egbert.
Inkerman is a small village located in County Durham, England. It is known for its historical significance, particularly during the Crimean War, where the Battle of Inkerman took place in 1854. The battle was a significant engagement between British and Russian forces and is remembered for the bravery of the British troops. The village itself is a quiet place, often overlooked, but it has connections to important historical events that shaped British military history.
Ah, there you go. There you go, Sap. Your instincts were correct. Bum bum bum. It was just a miners' village. Wikipedia says it was demolished in 38 after the mines went bust. Ah. There's a lot of wind turbines around here now. Get back up to here. I don't want to lose sight of it. I wonder if we're going to land near there, that building over there. No, it's too far away. Maybe we're going to land here. Maybe we'll land on the roof. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Land on the roof. Walsingham should be to your left on the Weardale Railway. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's more to the I think it's more, hang on a minute. I think it was more in that direction, I think. Looking at the map. If I show you where we are, if I bring up the lantern map up, it's close. So we're here. We've just turned a little bit more again. So Walsingham's down here and we're up here now, so that's where we are. So there's Walsingham and we're up here heading towards where's that place? Cornsay Colliery is over there. Headley Hill. So it's going to be around here where we land. It's Fernstall Reservoir. Oh, okay. You've been canoeing there. Nice. Right, let's get back in the plane.
At our 10 o'clock position, about 3 kilometres away, you'll see the River Wear. This river is notable for its scenic beauty as it winds through the countryside, and it has played a significant role in the history of the region. The River Wear is approximately 97 kilometres long and flows through several towns, including Durham, where the famous Durham Cathedral is located. The river has been a vital waterway since ancient times, providing a means of transport and trade. It's also a popular spot for outdoor activities like fishing and kayaking, attracting nature enthusiasts and adventure seekers alike.
Well, that was a good job I came out of the map then, because you almost like missed the landing. Anyway, here we are, safely down. We got a random house in the middle of the field that I can stay at. Oh dear. Anyway. We were close. Near Quebec you are. Quebec. Feels like it. Dry feet. Yep. Got my shorts on and my shorts and t-shirt on today. Let's do a bit of running. Oh yeah. Oh, anyway, there's Concit over there. Right, anyway, let's have a look at the final results on Volanta, just to see how many miles we did today. What was the all that other stuff? Let's see. Review my flight. Well, we ended up doing. We started from Valley in North Wales, and then we went all the way. That's just the Revel radar, if you're wondering what all that is. I think. Look at that, bit of a curve there. Started there and ended up near here. And the total mileage was 137. That's all. So actually, you weren't that far off, Katie. You said 120, 122. So you were 15 miles out, that's all. So yeah, not too bad in the end. It was 3 hours and 28 minutes to flight time. So yeah. Just 15 miles in the end. That's not too bad. Yeah, probably sap. Anyway, let's go back to the plane briefly. Is Carter still streaming? Does anyone know? I was just thinking about giving him a raid. Maybe Hutton Grange if it's in the sim. Let's have a look. Oh, didn't want to do that. There's Crook. It should come up with the nearest airfield if there's one around. There's one over there called Fishburn, which is 12 something miles away. There's one over there, but it's too far away. That's near Durham, or beyond Durham. Currick Hill is 9.78 miles away. Anyway, I'm just looking at anything that's in within range that shows up on here. Farm strip, Hutton Grange. Could be on there. They do have a few farm strips, but if it's not in here officially, someone probably was done it as a scenery. So yeah. It did have some farm strips earlier, it listed, if you remember, when we went over some places. It did list some farm strips, so oh, what have I done here? Oh, I've done something to my controller. Oops. Done something to my controller. I pressed the wrong button. Anyway, let's go back to the plane, because I pressed the button on my controller I shouldn't have done, and it's done something now, and I don't know what button I pressed to make it mess up. Anyway. Oh, there we go. It's a proper Fishburn. Yeah, didn't we have Fishburn originally? Oh, I know what I did. It's my fault. Just have a zoom around. We got Peterlee, Durham. There's Fishburn. That was 10 miles away. Durham Cathedral, and then there was one over there that just showed up briefly. There we go. We got High Flats Farm Airstrip, Chesterler Street, and then we got Peterlee, and then as I said, Fishburn was over there. So actually, while we're going this way, why not? Where's this? Newton Aycliffe. Fishburn, there's Fishburn here. And we got some old planes there as well. Look. I recognise a couple of them, but I can't remember their names. Is one of them a Sea Vixen, isn't it? I think. And the other one's a Vampire, maybe? Or them, yeah. Wasn't one of them like the Navy version of something? Wasn't it? Wasn't there like the Vixen was like the Navy version of a vampire or something? Or something similar, I don't know. Durham Tees Valley. Oh, look at this place over here. Oh, it says Darlington on it. I don't want to get too low. I think I'll stay at this height just to be safe. There's a meteor. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a train there. Just about made out. Unfortunately, I think Darlington Station by default is very flat. It's a flat station here. I think it's a Dutch one. See, like Sap says, nobody can ever do his town properly, can they, eh? Terrible. Look, because of the hot weather, look, the track's buckled here. Never mind. Never mind. It is what it is, Sap. That's old scenery. No new rail terminal. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bing Maps doesn't get updated too often. So, yeah. But there you are. Maybe one day they'll turn this into melted buildings photogrammetry, which from the height will look alright, but from the ground won't look so nice. But there we go. We get a sap view. Soccer ball stadium. Game on Darlow. That White Elephant Stadium that George built, that bankrupted okay. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Anyway. What's it called? The something arena? Or was that? I don't know. Anyway. I wonder if they got that bridge in here. The one that we used to see in Train Sim all the time. It's over here, isn't it? It's a rugby. Oh, okay. Thanks. There's Tees Valley. Now there is some freeway scenery you can get for this, which makes it look a lot nicer. So, there's the railway station. Last time I came over here was in Train Sim World, if I remember. Stockton on Tees. The Tees Transporter Bridge. Let's have a look. Might have to just wait for it to render in a bit. It's not animated though, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's still loading it in as well. But you got to remember on my net connection it doesn't load in everything super fast as well, so that's why some of the buildings around haven't loaded in yet. There's up the borough. So it's probably not caught up yet. So you have to bear that in mind. If I had a super duper computer with fast internet, lots of buildings would render in as I'm moving around, but it's trying to catch up. It's literally wireframe on that. There you go. Now it's caught up a bit. Put in some 3D buildings now, and then we've got the wind turbines out to sea. Then we got red car over here. Again, it's I'm going a bit too fast for it to catch up. There's the horse racing place. It's quite a big oval, that, isn't it? Actually, at red car. I didn't realise it was that. It was that long. And then we got Saltburn over here. Now I don't know if it's got that little cliff thing or not. I remember having some scenery that had it, but I don't think we've got it installed. Yeah, there's the railway. I think for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 I had some scenery someone did which added them in. I think. Those little things there. Oh no, here you go. Someone has kind of put them in, but it's kind of a bit weird having having the photo already in there as well, because it's like weird, but it is what it is, I suppose. I suppose if you're flying by at quite at sort of this sort of height, it looks all right. You know. I'll probably go back to my plane now, and it'll probably be toppled over. Right, anyway, I think that's about it, really. As they say. Right, anyway, let's go back to my plane, which I don't think is going to be in a good place now, because I think it's probably been it's probably going to be upside down or wrecked. There we go. Oh, it's not too bad, but yeah, it's because I've moved so far away that all the scenery's disappeared, so now it's got to load it all back in. Of course, on a faster PC with a better internet connection, that bit will be a lot quicker. Anyway, I think that's about it for today. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to go and check to see if Carter's still streaming, and if he is, I'll give him a raid. But I don't know if Carter is still streaming or not. Is Carter still streaming? Let's see. So hard when my thank you. Right, yeah, my PC's struggling a bit because this game is really taking a lot from it. No worries, Sap. It was fun that we ended up being almost in your part of the world, so at least we got to have a quick look at it as we went, which was quite nice. I'm just checking to see if Carter's still streaming, but it's taken ages. Oh, he's playing Omzi. Okay, well that's cool. I'll go and raid him anyway. I like to raid Carter. Right. So anyway, take care everyone. I'll see you all in another stream. It'll probably be back on Euro trucks or American trucks will probably be when I'm streaming again. Maybe tomorrow, not sure. Just keep an eye out as always. See you later everyone. Is that it? think so. Have I done something wrong? Or was it raid? Oh, yeah. Stupid. See, I can't even forgotten how to raid as well. Right. See you all later.